Welcome everyone to Forest Haven Theme Park. I'm Simon, the owner of this amazing park. Before we begin our adventure, let me share a little bit about how Forest Haven started. Back in the early 1990s, I was a small farmer who settled down after getting married and starting a family. As a child, I had lovely memories of spending time in the nearby forest, where I would often see different wonderful animals. And I wanted to create similar opportunities for my own children. At first, my wife didn't like animals because she thought they were dirty and hard to take care of. So, I started small by introducing some common animals into our garden, like rabbits and ducks. Guess what happened next? Other kids in our neighborhood started coming to our home to see the animals and play in our garden. My children were happy to have friends to play with. Seeing our kids happy changed my wife's mind, and she started helping me take care of all our animals. From there, we expanded our garden into Forest Haven Theme Park, where we now have many different kinds of animals. From humble beginnings, where we had just 200 visitors in our first year, we now receive around 150,000 visitors every year. During peak months, we may welcome up to 5,000 visitors per day. I have to say, the perfect time to visit our park is in October, when the weather is pleasant, not too rainy and not too cold. September tends to have more rain, while November starts getting cooler. Now, let me introduce the different sections of our park, each providing a unique experience. First is our animal exhibit section, where you can observe the animals up close. Please remember not to feed them, as we want to maintain their natural diets to keep them healthy. Next up is our animal talent section, where our trained animals showcase their incredible abilities. Children are always excited by these amazing acts. However, we advise you to stay a safe distance away from them for your own safety and to help the animals feel comfortable. If you want a more interactive experience, head to our feeding and encounters area. Our staff will be there to guide you as you feed and touch the animals. It's a special experience where you can make some wonderful memories. We also have the educational presentations area, where our experts and zookeepers share interesting facts about wildlife and how to take care of it. It's a great opportunity to learn and understand more about animals. For a more adventurous experience, don't miss our safari rides. These rides allow you to observe large animals in a natural and spacious environment. Due to its popularity, we recommend making early bookings to secure your spot on one of these unforgettable rides. Lastly, we have our play area. It's specially designed to educate children about wildlife and animal conservation through engaging games and activities. It's a fun space where children can learn while also having a great time. I'm so glad you're here at Forest Haven Theme Park. I hope you have an incredible time full of joy and wonder. Enjoy your visit and make lots of happy memories with your family. Thank you.
How was your work trip to Mexico, Anna?
It was great. You know, I usually read about a city I am going to visit, but I was so busy before I went that I didn't have time to even think about Monterey. The size surprised me. I guess I'd imagined it to be smaller. I liked it, though.
What were the people like?
Lovely. I mean, most of the colleagues I spent time with had travelled there from other Mexican cities, so only one person was from Monterrey itself, but they didn't seem very different from each other.
Did you have any free time?
I did. I had a free day and a couple of free evenings, so I managed to explore a few places while I was there.
Oh, where did you go?
Well, I went to the square in the middle of the city. That was interesting. Then I took a boat ride from there along the Santa Lucia River. It's not a real river, it's man-made, but it was the best part of the trip for me. I love being on water. I ended up at Fundidora Park, which was huge.
Oh, sounds great.
It was. Oh, I was invited to eat out at a restaurant next to the river one evening, but I didn't feel very well and didn't go. That was a shame.
Oh, no. Did you eat something bad?
No, I was just really tired that day from all the travelling. I needed some sleep. I actually loved the food. Too much.
You ate a lot of it then.
I did. I mean, I've eaten Mexican food myself at home, but not as good as the real thing. I particularly enjoyed breakfast. It was so different to my normal cereal. Some of the food was a bit hotter than I usually prefer, but I didn't mind.
Did anything surprise you while you were there?
Not really. I mean, the weather was warm but not hot, which I'd expected in October, and I knew the people would be nice because I'd met them online before. I guess one thing was the city buildings. I imagined them to be a lot older, but they were actually quite new.
Oh, sounds like a fun city to visit.
It was. I hope I get to go again, but not for a while. It was a long trip, and I need a week off at the local beach before then.
Hello.
Hi.
I think you were on the same flight as me into Bangkok last week. You were in the row in front of me.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I helped you with your bag. How's it going?
Awesome. Yeah, great country.
Amazing. Hey, do you want to join me?
Are you sure? You looked like you were pretty involved in your book.
Yeah, no, I mean, please, take a seat. So, how long have you been here in Chiang Mai?
Since yesterday. You?
A couple of days.
So, have you been round the city much?
No. When I got here, I went to the night market. And then I had a late night. So I didn't do much yesterday. Have you been to the market?
No, but I'm thinking of going there later for something to eat.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So, you haven't been round the old town and the temples yet then?
Well, I had to walk round the old medieval walls, but that's about it so far.
Really?
Yeah. But I guess I might go and have a look around later on. I'm really into temples. Have you visited Sukhothai?
No, but it's supposed to be amazing. I'd love to go sometime during my trip.
Yes, it's wonderful there. I mean, there are all these incredible ancient temples and remains, but they're also in this amazing landscape.
Ah, okay. So you've been there before?
Yeah, I've been to Thailand 3 times now, and to Sukhothai twice. I did a lot of sightseeing stuff on my last trip, so if I don't make it there this time, it's not the end of the world.
Fair enough. So, am I right in thinking you're more into the landscape of the country now? Nature and stuff?
Yeah, I guess. Have you been out into the countryside near Chiang Mai?
Yeah. I did some rafting down the river, a little bit north of here. It was really cool.
Yeah, I went on a zip wire across a waterfall. It was awesome.
Wow, I love that. What else have you done round here?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to this elephant reserve.
Wow, can you ride them there?
No, it's more of an environmental thing. The elephants have been rescued and live as they would in the wild. You can help look after them and go on walks through the jungle and that kind of thing.
Oh, I love that. Have you booked that already?
Yeah, but there might be spaces left if you're interested. They have an office down the road.
Oh, wow, that'd be great. You don't mind if I come along with you?
Of course not.
Good morning. Lockwood Conservation Group, Jane speaking. How can I help you today?
Hello there, my name is Peter. I recently moved to the area and I'm curious about the activities you offer at the Conservation Group.
Thanks for calling, Peter. We have many different activities for you to choose from. We offer nature hikes, bird watching, educational seminars, and volunteering opportunities.
That's fantastic. I'm interested in going on nature hikes. Could you tell me more about them?
Certainly, Peter. Our nature hikes take you through the beautiful Lockwood Forest. It's a wonderful opportunity to explore and learn about the local plants and animals and the history of the area.
That sounds fascinating. When is the next nature hike scheduled for?
Let me see. The next nature hike is scheduled for the 15th of May. Will that date work for you?
Yes, I will be able to join on that day. Could you tell me what the fee is to join the hike?
The fee is $25 per person, which includes lunch and drinking water during the hike. Please note that the fee increased from $22 to $25 last month. Participants are advised to bring other necessary items such as comfortable shoes, a raincoat, and sunscreen.
Lovely. Can I sign up for the hike right away?
Sure. You have two options to register. You can either sign up directly on our website, or if you prefer, you can provide me with your email address and I'll send you the registration link.
Okay, it would be easier if you send me the link. My email address is spelled like my full name. It's peter.fernsby@gmail.com.
Thank you, Peter. Just to confirm, could you please spell your surname for me?
Of course, it's spelled Fernsby.
Got it. Thank you, Peter.
Are there any other upcoming activities that you can tell me about?
Certainly. Let me see. We have a birdwatching excursion scheduled for the 22nd of June. Would you like to join?
Is this excursion suitable for children? My son will finish his school semester by mid-June, and it would be wonderful to take him along.
That sounds like a great idea, Peter. Children are always fascinated by the birdwatching excursion. It is a great opportunity to see birds in their natural homes, and children always love to see this. May I know your son's age?
He is 9 years old.
Great. For adults, the fee is $30 per person, and for children under 10 years of age, it is just $15.
Wow, lovely. I will talk with my son first and confirm with you later. Thank you very much, Jane. You've been really helpful.
You're most welcome, Peter. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.
When I first visited Barcelona, it wasn't busy at all. You could walk around the old streets, and a lot of the time it was quiet and empty. Then, during the 1990s, Barcelona held the Olympic Games, and there was a lot of investment in the city. It became much more popular as a tourist destination. Barcelona is well known for its amazing architecture, fantastic food, and relaxed way of living. It has a wonderful atmosphere and a fantastic history. You can explore the city's old Gothic quarter and see the narrow streets where artists like Picasso and Joan Miró once lived, which haven't changed with time. You can visit the Boqueria, Barcelona's famous food market, and you will see that this is still a place where locals go to enjoy their lunch with friends. But the city is changing. Barcelona is much busier than before. It is now one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. People are buying property in the city centre and renting out rooms as accommodation for tourists. This means prices are increasing, and many local people can't afford to live there. The shops and businesses are changing too, with many now selling things for tourists. Barcelona is still a wonderful city to visit though, and the people are very friendly. I really recommend it, especially for a weekend break.
I had a very memorable trip to India 30 years ago. I was travelling there with Jane, an Australian friend, for 2 months. We spent the first week staying by a lake in the mountains, which was very beautiful and relaxing. From there, we planned to travel by train to Varanasi and visit Nepal before returning to India and spending a couple of weeks exploring Rajasthan. We knew the journey to Varanasi would be long and tiring, but we had no idea that it would change everything. The train journey usually takes 24 hours. We had booked a standard ticket, and the train was very busy. It was hot and crowded. People were everywhere. They were sleeping on the floor, crowded into all the seats, and even sitting on the roof. We tried to sleep, but it was difficult. By early morning, the family, who were sitting next to us, got off the train, and my friend and I moved into some seats next to an open window. We were exhausted, our clothes were dirty, and we were thirsty and hungry. It was already very hot, and there was no air conditioning. Anyway, Jane said she didn't feel well and needed to go to the toilet. I decided to stay with the backpacks so we didn't lose our seats by the window. I waited and waited, but Jane didn't come back. I was beginning to get really worried. Suddenly, the train stopped in the middle of nowhere. The next thing I knew, I was taken off the train to meet a group of officials who told me my friend had fallen off the train 10 kilometres further back, and she was going to be taken by another train to Bareilly station, where I would meet her. I was terrified. I got on the train and travelled another hour to Bareilly station. I thought I would never see Jane again. Jane remembers that she woke up on the railway track. She had fallen off the train. She was standing near the open door of the train to get some fresh air when she fell out. A railway worker found her and carried her to lie under a tree, out of the sun. She obviously needed to drink some water, so he set off on his bicycle and returned carrying a kettle of boiled water and gave her some to drink. Luckily, she still had her passport in her money belt, as she was terrified she would be lost forever. When I met her a few hours later at Borelli Station, her knee was in a bandage, her clothes were torn, and she had no shoes. We went straight to the hospital, where a doctor treated her. We changed all our travel plans and spent the next 10 days resting, as Jane couldn't walk properly. She had injured her knee. In the end, we arrived in Rajasthan much later than our original plans because of Jane's accident. In Jaipur, we stayed in a beautiful old hotel called the Bissau Palace. We met another traveller there who had just been looking at elephants. I married him 2 years later, and Jane came over from Melbourne for the wedding and was the guest of honour.
Hello everyone, and welcome to The Lonely Haven. My name is Oliver, and I will be your guide today. Before we begin, let me explain some important things to make sure we have a safe and fun trip. Our boat can carry up to 18 passengers. There are only 12 passengers today, so we have plenty of space to move around. But please remember that there should be no more than 9 people on each side at a time. This will help the boat balance out a bit better. Each of you has received a life jacket. You should wear the life jacket at all times, especially when you are out on the deck or if there are rough waters. If you have any questions about how to wear it correctly, our crew members are here to help you. Please note that our boat is painted green. This is to distinguish it from the other company's boats that are usually light blue or yellow. Please remember this when we return to the dock so you don't get lost. For lunch, we have 3 different lunch boxes available for you to choose from. Lunchbox 1 has a chicken sandwich and a fruit salad. Lunchbox 2 has a carrot sandwich and a quinoa salad. Lunchbox 3 has a beef sandwich and a pasta salad. If you haven't already gotten your lunchbox, please let our crew know, and they will be happy to assist you. During our trip, we kindly ask that you dispose of any trash in the trash cans on the boat. Please do not throw any litter into the sea, as we want to keep the island and the waters clean. Now, as we set sail to explore the Lonely Haven, let me give a brief introduction to the amazing places we'll be visiting. First up is Dolphin Bay, where we will see pods of dolphins playing around. These animals are smart and playful and famous for their impressive jumps. Please don't feed them, because it can disturb their natural diet and behavior. Next, we'll head to Coral Cove, a paradise with colorful coral reefs and many sea animals. Remember to be gentle with the corals because they are very vulnerable and can be damaged easily. Our journey then continues to Hidden Lagoon, where you can take a relaxing swim in the calm waters. Please be careful of the slippery rocks in the lagoon and follow our cruise guidance to stay safe. After that, we'll make our way to Turtle Island. Here, we'll observe sea turtles in their natural habitat. Let's respect their space and not disturb them, so please don't pick up or touch the turtles. Our final destination is Sunset Point, where we will enjoy a wonderful view of the island's coastline as the sun begins to set. Make sure you have your cameras ready to capture stunning sunset photos and create treasured memories. Get ready for an incredible adventure as we explore these remarkable locations during our boat trip.
Today I'm discussing the pros and cons of work in the 21st century with Katrina and Stuart. Katrina, what do you do?
I've been working for a delivery company for 6 months now. I use my bike to deliver restaurant orders, as well as things for pharmacies and bookshops. I used to work in a bank where I had a permanent contract. However, when I started studying for an online degree, I couldn't handle working full-time. I decided to look for something more flexible, and this job seemed perfect.
What do you like best about your job?
Firstly, it allows me to choose when I study and when I work. I can get my studying out of the way in the morning, so I'm free to work in the afternoon. I usually keep to a routine, but in case I've got a lot of studying to do, I can choose not to work at all. Apart from that, I appreciate the fact that all the cycling keeps me fit. When I worked in the bank, I was sitting down all day, which wasn't very healthy.
What do you dislike about your job?
Some of my colleagues complain about the money and they think we're exploited. That's because you get paid for each job, but you don't get anything when you're travelling between jobs. Personally, I earn enough, but I do think some people are treated unfairly, especially the new delivery riders. They're often given the worst jobs and they waste a lot of time travelling.
Thanks, Katrina. Stuart, tell us about your job.
Well, I work from home and I write marketing content for websites. I always have short-term contracts which last 2 or 3 months. After I lost my teaching job 2 years ago, my wife started working full-time. I didn't mind being unemployed because I could spend more time with my kids. However, we didn't have enough money coming in, so I needed to take this job.
What's the best thing about it?
I like being able to organise my time myself because I can take the kids to school and pick them up. I work for a few hours in the morning when they're at school and then in the evenings. Although I have to do long hours, I earn quite good money. In fact, I earn more now than when I was a teacher.
What are the negatives?
It's hard to avoid distractions when you're working from home. That can be stressful if I have a deadline to meet. I don't get distracted by social media or anything like that. However, I lose my concentration when the kids are constantly looking for attention. Luckily, my wife takes the kids out at weekends, so I can concentrate then.